Trump's national security advisor, Michael Flynn, and the Russian ambassador to the United States, Mr. Kislyak, had a series of communications and phone calls, text messages in late December, around the same time that the Obama administration was rolling out a package of punitive measures to punish Russia for its alleged role in hacking the United States 2016 presidential election. That flurry of calls is very interesting. But even more interesting, really, is to look at how the Trump team described those calls after the fact. They explicitly said that those calls were not about sanctions. And they repeatedly said, including the vice president-to-be, Pence, said so on CBS.
What I can confirm, having spoken to him about it, is that those conversations that happened to occur around the time that the United States took action to expel diplomats had nothing whatsoever to do with those sanctions.
And now officials that we spoke to at the Post told us that was untrue. They told us that either Flynn mischaracterized the communications to Pence or Pence mischaracterized the communications to the American public. Earlier this week, we did an interview with Flynn in which he categorically denied discussing sanctions with Kislyak during that flurry of phone calls and text messages in late December. But then today, ahead of publication of our story, the White House, through a spokesperson, revised Flynn's account. And according to that spokesperson, Flynn indicated that while he had no recollection of discussing sanctions, he couldn't be certain that the topic never came up. It is not unusual for an incoming national security advisor to have contact with a wide range of diplomats in Washington and around the world as part of preparing to take power. That is very normal. What officials have told us is unusual in this case is that, typically an incoming national security advisor would spend a lot of time getting to know our closest allies first. And our closest allies in Europe, for example, watched with alarm as the Trump officials seemed to spend more and more time and invest more and more in the Russian relationship than they were investing in the transatlantic relationship, for example.